Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle, and today I want to share with you my kids' gluten-free lunches. If you're new here, I have a 4-year-old daughter who has celiac disease, so we are a gluten-free family of 5. And since it's back to school season, I thought it'd be a good idea to show you some gluten-free lunch options for kids. Alright, these are my 4-year-old's lunchbox and my 8-year-old's lunchbox. We do the Planet Box lunch boxes, and I prefer the stainless steel because if you're gluten-free, plastic isn't a great idea because it can get wedged in any scratches or anything, so we do all stainless steel. Open these up. So they have very similar lunches because that just makes my life easier. So we'll start with my 4-year-old over here. She does not like peanut butter and jelly, so she has jelly and butter on gluten-free bread. And I recently found this at Walmart. Really good. It reminds me of the Hawaiian rolls, and this is a newer product, so I highly recommend this. Both my girls really like it. And then for jam, I just get the big Costco kind. Again, make sure you're checking things like peanut butter and jelly, condiments, things like that, because they can have gluten in it. So we get the big one from Costco, same with peanut butter. This is the butter we use. My 1-year-old has a dairy sensitivity, so we get dairy soy-free butter, and it also happens to be gluten-free. So that is her sandwich. And then she has kiwi and some organic strawberry, and then a cucumber from our garden. And what I do with that is I just put a layer of cream cheese, and again, I get this from Kroger, it's gluten-free. And I put a little bit of dill on it, so it's kind of like a cucumber sandwich. Again, make sure you're checking your spices to make sure they're gluten-free. I will insert a picture of the app I mostly use when I'm shopping to make sure I'm getting gluten-free ingredients if you're not sure. They have some Kettle chips. Kettle has a wonderful selection of gluten-free chips, and my kids really like the ranch, so that's in there. And then for their treat, they have gummy worms. And again, candy, big source of gluten. Make sure you're looking for gluten-free options. And then my 8-year-old has similar. She has peanut butter and jelly on the same bread, strawberry kiwi, same cucumber sandwiches, same chips, same gummy worms. So that is Monday's lunch. This is Tuesday's lunch, and again, everything is gluten-free. This is my 4-year-old's lunch, my 8-year-old's lunch. So we'll start with my 4-year-old. So quesadillas. So for that, I just get the corn tortillas, gluten-free. I use the organic Mexican-style shredded cheese. Again, you need to check things like this because a lot of shredded cheeses will using caking agents that could have gluten in them. Then she has organic grapes, some watermelon, some organic cherry tomatoes from our garden, some gluten-free animal crackers. And again, you'll see I get a lot of things from Kroger. This is the Simple Truth brand. And then for her treat, she wanted some Swedish fish, which are gluten-free. Candy can be a big source of gluten too, so make sure you're checking for that. My 8-year-old, pretty much very similar. The only difference is her treat. She wanted candy corn, and this brand of candy corn is gluten-free. So that is Tuesday's lunch. This is Wednesday's lunch. This is my 4-year-old, my 8-year-old. So my 4-year-old has just some skewers here, just little food picks. And they have turkey, cheese, string cheese, and cherry tomatoes from the garden. Now with lunch meat, you want to make sure your package says gluten-free on it. And same with your string cheese. I will insert a picture of an app I use to check things like that if I'm not sure. And then some organic cucumber from our garden, kiwi, organic grapes, and then these are the gluten-free Oreos. And they're actually really cute because they say gluten-free on them. And they taste exactly like regular Oreos. And then Pirate's Booty is gluten-free. And then my 8-year-old has pretty much the same thing. She just has a couple more skewers, and the rest is all the same. This is Thursday's lunch. This is my 4-year-old. This is my 8-year-old. And first you'll know something is missing here. I will make them these chicken nuggets during lunchtime. My kids learn at home, so I prepare the lunches ahead of time to make my life easier. But if you were gonna send them to school with this, you could always just heat them beforehand and wrap them up in foil. That'll usually keep them warm. But these are gluten-free and organic chicken nuggets, so I'll make those for lunch. They have organic tomatoes from our garden, oranges, organic strawberries. This is the popcorn we get. It is gluten-free. And then I just put a couple raisins in there too. And then string cheese and the gummy worms that are gluten-free for their treats. My 8-year-old has pretty much the exact same thing. And again, I'll just put those chicken nuggets in during lunch. This is Friday's lunch. This is my 4-year-old. This is my 8-year-old. And they have the same thing, just different proportions. So they have a turkey, string cheese, mayonnaise roll-up. This is the lunch meat we get. Again, make sure it says gluten-free. Mayonnaise we get, condiments can have gluten in them, so. And then the pickles, I just cut them up and put them in there. And again, with everything, you gotta make sure it's gluten-free. Organic apples, organic grapes, and then kind of a do-it-yourself s'more. So for the chocolate chips, I use these in our house. They're really good and they're very allergy friendly. Because I'm also dairy soy-free, so is my son. And then this is the only graham crackers my store carries that's gluten-free. And then I get these at Aldi because they are gluten-free. And then we have gluten-free pretzels. The kids really like these. Like I said, my 8-year-old just has a slightly larger proportion of it. Alright, that is gluten-free lunches for the week. Thanks for watching.